You are in tune to Eats, Beats, and Rhymes, and I'm your host, Yo Jules DJ. Welcome back to another weekly episode of Eats, Beats, and Rhymes presents Redman, What? The album. And before you figure out what we're talking about, why Redman, what the hell are you talking about? We're doing the Source Magazine 4.5 mic dissection. Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. Give it up one time for Redman's What? The album as we dissect that motherfucker tonight. Give it up one time. Yes, sir. Yeah, for those who don't know, every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it goes down here live on Twitch. Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. It's one word. Check out your DSPs. Check out your YouTubes. Like, subscribe, comments. Subscribe to anywhere you see Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. I promise you, it'll be well worth it. We are talking about this album receiving 4.5 mics out of the what we used to call at the time the Hip Hop Bible, the Source Magazine at that era, especially in '92. It was by far like the standard. It was whatever they said went. They had rumors. They had gossip. They had actual physical news, updates, album reviews, unsigned hype, your favorite new, debut projects. Just it was the Bible for hip hop in an era when hip hop was not 24/7. For those watching and remember, you know what it was like. You had to wait for a certain hour of the day or evening to catch your hip hop, whatever. Same thing with television. It was not 365, 24/7 like it is today. So again, we're taking it upon ourselves to talk about some of these albums that came out in that era. And we also want to ask the question, why 4.5 and not 5 mics? We're going to go ahead and talk about it. Let me introduce the rest of the room as we talk about tonight. Again, Redman, What? The album. Talk to my man DJ Hobo, 2 Up, 2 Down, Virginia's finest. Sir, what is going on?
What's up?
Man, we're talking Redman tonight. Like I said, I can't wait to dissect this project with everybody here. We'll dive into it as we keep going. Let me introduce the rest of the room because again, no sides to take here. It's all Redman this evening. Let's go to the West Coast, all the way as west as we can get. The real Cool B, aka Cool Breeze. What's up, man?
Yeah. What's going on, player?
You got your red hat on. I should have thought like that too. I should have.
No, sir. You're kind of blind. This is orange. This is Nick.
Is that a New York Knicks representative in the building?
Blue and orange skies, my man. Blue and orange skies.
I thought it was a little red. I thought you was going with the D. I see. We'll talk about maybe the scanners. It's a good segue. You got a little red in the sweater, and you got the red cup going. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of brazy. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, sir?
What's good, man? What's popping?
Chilling, man. I'm getting excited to talk about Redman, What? The album. Wrapping things up on the panel. We got my man, executive producer Trip C from Queens. What's up, man?
That's right. What's up?
You already represent in the background. You're the first to always represent with the wallpaper in the back. You know what I'm saying? Young Reggie Noble right there. Again, we're going to go ahead and jump right into this project. For those who've never listened to the album, welcome to Eats, Beats, and Rhymes, the 4.5 mic dissection. But again, if you're here watching, it's because you're a fan. You actually remember this album coming out. And again, we just want to sort of go down reminisce street, like I said, and just play the album again. 5 levels of conversation that we go throughout each one of these dissections. Again, is we talk about the singles, we talk about the lyrics, we talk about production, and then we talk about something very important that we talk about when it comes to classic mics. Not necessarily the case in this one, but how many skip factors do we have attached to each album that we talk about? Maybe there's none, maybe there's some. We're going to talk about this album tonight. And last but not least, the overall question, it's 2025. This album came out in 1992. Did it age well? We'll discuss all that. And again, just a little bonus kind of sprinkle on top kind of question. If we feel that the Source got the 4.5 mic, because this album is still discussed to this day, we feel like it might be a classic. You know what I mean? So I already see what's going on in the chat. Shout out to the chat. Again, every Monday night, you could join us here in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Again, we're keeping up with a lot. Listen, we're keeping up with a lot of hip hop trials. We're talking about literal trials on television these days. Again, shout out to all the fine prosecutors doing good jobs out there, I guess. Whatever you want to look at that. And shout out to all the victims, because that's not cool. So again, and not everybody's opinion in Eats, Beats, and Rhymes chat room reflect everybody in this room. Just that one gentleman that said what he said in there. I have a quick question before we start with everybody. And again, it's not a long-winded question or answer. Just, I haven't heard this entire album in its entirety in a very, very long time. What are other people? So it's like, are you in the same boat? What's your status with this album at the moment?
Come on, man. This is a regular, man. Shout out to the Bricks, bro.
Hey, okay, I like that. Hobo,
definitely a regular, man.
A regular for you, okay. But
yeah,
and I'm not questioning you guys, but like, there's a lot of songs that I'll go to, obviously, all over this project. But are we listening, like, the entire project? You're digesting these things over and over?
Yeah, I think.
You let this one rock, man.
I think Scan said it before we went on live, like 92. When did this album come out? I was in the 9th grade. I specifically remember this album. Shout out to my brother Cash and and everybody like that. But I remember this album specifically having one of those impacts in my life, hip hop wise. You know what I mean? One of
Scan,
those
what
big
else, sir?
significant impacts.
No doubt. Scan, what about you? You listen to this often, or is this a re-listen for you today?
It's a re-listen. I haven't listened to this in a split second. I think when I was DJing more with like Hobo on Triple T Radio, I'll be more inclined to like kind of dig in with the throwback. So it's been a minute.
Triple C, what about you? Is this a revisit for you? Did you revisit before this episode? Or
Oh, the last time I heard this whole album was when we did the Whut versus the Muddy Waters.
Oh, that's right. Don't forget, we cover a lot of familiar topics on here. Max, why don't you throw it up on the screen right now? That's right. We got Redman. He's so dope. We had to have that battle himself. We had Whut the album going up against Muddy Waters, two of our favorite albums that he has in his catalog. And we decided, check that out, see what the results of that were. My man, Good Reverend Doctor in the building. Good Rev, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining us.
What up, fellas?
So
Just a recap of the status of this album. Again, I like your version of always talking about albums you mess with. Are you cleaning to this album regularly, or has it been a minute since you've cleaned to this particular project?
Absolutely. I can put this album on pretty much at any time, and I do listen to it. I listen to everything in my Serato, and having a Redman album to clean up to is kind of synonymous because you can roll up and still clean up.
That's actually it. Actually, that you might have to go in that order.
You roll up and then you clean up, and your reward is the light up.
100% agree. So, Hobo, same question. Did I ask you already? I'm sorry. I think you answered it already, right?
Yeah. I'm listening to this album. I won't say something crazy like once a month, but like every other month, I'm listening to this.
That's cool. Like I said, I definitely, I'm keeping it extra. Like I said, I love this album. I loved it when I heard it. But sometimes you just, keep moving on to other projects and other music. I mean, so much music to go through, especially since '92. But sometimes I revisit, but I'm not gonna lie, I haven't revisited in a minute. Long story short, the album is a fantastic listen. Like I said, we're gonna go through it tonight and see if you agree.
you can skip the skits though.
So with
skip Uncle Quilly.
The skits, Triple C, what the fuck, dude?
Word.
I think you've been outvoted, Triple C.
Uncle Quilly.
You've been out. I was about to ask, are we skipping Psycho Ward?
No, we're not skipping the skits. You don't gotta play them all, but you gotta play some of them. Come on now.
We're gonna be starting out with Psycho Ward, followed by Time for Some Action, which is a single, as we all know. Da Funk, followed by a News Break, which is the first skit, if you will. So those are the 4 songs, 3 songs, 1 skit. Let's play the first 3, and we'll follow it with the skit, and then we'll come back and talk to you guys and find out what we think about, again, the first introduction to Redman at the time. And Redman, again, was straight out of the Hit Squad. We're talking about one of the first, it's not the first, but like one of the most popular first crews that hit the scene, especially in the 90s. We were all like, what a team. And Redman was one of those representatives. Let's go ahead and start off with Psycho Ward.
Now, remember, before this, most people only heard him on Hardcore, on the EPMD album, and Blow Your Mind came out earlier that year.
Big
Came out with a single early on. You're right.
He got 2 verses, and then the album starts like this.
Let's do it. Psycho Ward, you heard the Good Rev. Let's go.
How you doing, Redman? I'm Dr. Travis. Okay, my papers show that you strangled a white male by the name of a Mr. Van Ella at a rap concert. Matter of fact, Redman, my papers show that you committed the same criminal acts in 12 other states. Okay, what we're going to do here today, Redman, is we're going to bring some of that unnecessary anger out your system. But I can't do it alone. So what I need you to do is cooperate, okay? Nod your head up and down for yes, and side to side for no. All right. Okay, Redman, I hear that you're a rapper, correct? Okay, if you had your chance to create your own album, in your own words, tell me, in your own words, how would you build it? How would you make it work? Focus your mind. Focus your mind.
1990 motherfucking two. Straight from Jersey to Philly, Redman's on. Yo, D, tell about this shit going down. Time funkadelic and I got ya. Hard enough that I could chew a whole bag of ride. Chew an avenue, chew an off street and off block. To turn around and do the same damn thing to a soloist. Cause Reggie Noble's pissed. I crushed the whole brain frame. Cause you couldn't maintain the funk. Then have it rap style for lunch, chump. Cause 92 I take a whole crew. Give them a punch of the funk, not all of them go too loose. Now show you what type of stuff I'm on. You can't puff or slip it. Because I was born with it. The funkadelic devil hit you with the rap level of 10. The 1, 2, 3, your pen. I get action. So everybody jump with your rump. If you like the way the sound bump, pump it in your back trunk. And let loose with the juice when I do rock. I'm too hot. Some say I got more juice than Tupac. Straight out of Jersey. You heard me, my brother. I'm laughing. Time for some action. Lights, camera, cut back the hammer. Straight from the land of the lost, I'ma hit you with the funk force that make you run your rap style back to the crack style, brother. This strike the pose like Madonna. My mom's kicked me out because I did what I want. The original P-Funk choked up, but choke a funk in your skull caps, cause my jaw snaps with the raw rap. So color me bad, plus color me black for the funk that I pack. Yeah, freaking to the funk track. The funky fly stuff. Come on and let me kick the funky fly stuff. Just to show you where the hell I come from, I get done with the 1, 1, 2. Check my raps on my hip when I have sex. Like this. Make you twist to the mist of a funky brain sound when it's puffed on the spliff and all that, the hi-hat. Go by there, listen, look, oops, brother, where your eyes at? They on the floor, pick them up while I pour, look at funk on your brain funk. Listen to my name, Trump. Redman, ready to rock. I got a Glock, then pow! Your body is all over the block trying to step to this. The Exorcist, kick it. I get mad with it when Twin cock the biscuit and blow your head off. Just for asking, who's the one rapping? Who pow? Time for some action. Yo, check this out. Yo, we gonna go back to the old school right now. Yo, Red. Yo, what's up, G? Yo, check this out. I believe there's no nigga out there as funky as you. True. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to the old P-Funkadelic. Get the fuck out of here, word. Remember that old cut you did? Yeah. That old P-Funk cut? Yeah, make my funk the Yeah, that's it. Well, what we gonna do is we're gonna reminisce on that old shit. Word. We're gonna go right back to the old school. But before we do, I wanna know, is my niggas in the house? Hell yeah! I said, is my motherfucking niggas in the house? Hell yeah! So everybody just light your spliffs up, yeah. Get your skunk weed and light that shit up. And let the funk be your guiding light. You heard it coming straight from the lungs of the funkadelic brother himself. More funk than a bag of skunk. Twice the funk than James Brown socks. Hitting you straight across your knot with a tune. Yo, Redman, drop it. Make my funk the P-Funk, we thought lyrics to bounce brains. Make them seas jump sky high. Can't touch the levels, so watch rock. Fall God compare me status to fly guy. Rough and rugged, and brother, it takes 10 to conquer. That's why I'm on probation. Every since 3, I cut ropes of MCs. Mediocre lyricists were burnt with degrees of 2 10s. Not from an oven, but Mac 10. A Mac 20 maybe if I didn't subtract 10. My background, straight from a black man's culture. Want more by the video, a Redman sculpture for your mantle. Damn you, too hard to handle. He double slammed once and Redman slammed 2 brick hooks. Earthquake shook the state of VJ. Okay, busted big gate for microphones that have swollen mic cords. PE fights for power, Redman fights for soul power. Funky strong as a tree trunk. Ask me the flavor, make monster P-Funk. Back with the funk, chump. You want funk? How many lumps? I got spunk. I'm well known like Donald Trump. I'm not.
In Los Angeles. 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 Law enforcement officers and troops are trying to make it a calm weekend in that troubled city. As you know, there has been now the death toll there is up to 35. And there have been perhaps 1,500 injured out there. We're going to begin our coverage with Jim Hanchett standing by in Los Angeles. Jim?
Reggie! Junior! What the hell are you doing here? No!
There you go. First 3 to 4 tracks off that debut project, What the Album. And I mean, you was right. You brought up a good point. Like I said, the first time before this album came out that we heard him was on EPMD's album. And again, the Blow Your Mind single, which was probably rocking a good, maybe like, well, I don't know if it was a year before, but like probably like a good.
Almost.
Yeah, because back then you would work a single for a fucking minute.
Yeah.
Yep. There it was, you know what I'm saying? So you have a Redman introduction for people listening for the first time. You had never heard Redman at that time, or you did, and you were looking forward to see what this project was about. These were the first few songs and tracks that you basically got. You basically got yourself 2 intros and 2 songs. I don't think we need to really discuss the skits so much. Let's talk about the actual songs. Let's start out with obviously Time for Some Action. It's the first song that you hear. It's also a single off the project. It wasn't the first single. Again, like Rev mentioned, Blow Your Mind was the first single. I believe the second follow was this record right here, Time for Some Action. We're obviously talking about a lot of production that we're going to see throughout the evening, especially with these 2 tracks that we're talking about, which is Eric Sermon and Reggie Noble. And if you ever read any notes from Redman's interviews from back in the day, he kind of says that Eric Sermon wasn't there for a lot of this fucking album.
But was it?
He
wasn't
produced
Time
a
for-
lot of it.
He says he said Redman produced a lot of this shit himself, and Eric kind of got his name on it because he's Eric Sermon. He said he was obviously there for him, but he wasn't there for him for like the entire album.
Yo, we just got a raid, man. We got raided by Friction. Appreciate you for the raid, bro.
Hey,
Shorty Blitz.
What
Diva
up?
Speak.
rated us? Who rated us?
Thank you for the raid. Thank you for coming in.
Cody Blitz. Hey.
Alchemist, shout to you for the raid for coming in as well.
Listen, like I said, for you just joining us, we're talking about What the Album.
Shorty
Okay, the
Blitz?
classic.
DJ Shorty Blitz?
Yeah.
Apparently they know you, so they said what up to you. So
Yeah, they saying what's up, Rev?
Yo, Shorty, yo, I just asked Blaze for his number the other day. I've been trying to call him.
Shout out to Blaze. Listen, like I said, we basically, you're joining us in the midst of a conversation. We're talking the 4.5 Source Magazine dissection. Like I said, we're talking about 4.5 mics that What the Album by Redman was given. We just ran through the first 4 tracks. Time for Some Action was a single. It made total sense. I love the video. I love the song. Everything about that shit was fire, including, in my personal opinion, the remix on the 12-inch single. I mean,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
what more can we talk about that single? I mean,
wasn't that his first video? Time for Some
no, Blow Your Mind had its own video.
Blow Your Mind was the
Yeah.
first video.
Yeah.
Blow Your Mind. Actually, all 3 songs that were the singles all had their own video. But again, Mr. September in the chat kind of brought it up first. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat joining us right now. You had Redman, who's from New Jersey, Newark, New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? You got Naughty by Nature from the Bricks as well, and it's like polar opposites. You know what I'm saying? Just one is like happy stadium music, the other one was walking around with tissue in his nose, and we loved it. You know what I'm saying? No, listen, I feel like Redman always represented like the gutter of like at that time. He looked scary. Redman looked scary back then. He looked intimidating, kind of scary, not like scary, like ooh, you scary. Like
No, he looked. Do you
he
remember?
like he could rob you. You know what I'm saying?
Do you remember I think we talked about this on the previous show, but do you remember the pay-per-view event that Def Jam had?
Oh, you told me about this before.
And he was walking around in the crowd with like a spiked fucking bat or some Wu-Tang shit. And I wouldn't believe that. It might not have been spiked, but he definitely had a bat, and I wouldn't have believed it. God bless his soul. Rob Stone told me this. He told me what exactly I had heard out on the street. He was like, "Oh yeah, I was there." He's like, "Yo, he's wild, man. Redman was walking around with a bat." Imagine you see somebody just walking through the crowd with a bat in 1990, early 1990s.
Yo, Shorty Blitz in the chat said, even though it was on the album, he said the video version was better in his opinion. He said they messed up by putting the video version of Blow Your Mind. That's right. It was a remix for that too. I forgot about that.
It sure was.
You're absolutely right. Again, Eric Sermon again. Eric Sermon was in his bag at the time. But again, I've read interviews where Redman said like I did most of this shit myself. I'm saying, like I did again. It's most like he's like it's like I kind of like I produce and Eric Sermon kind of co-produce, but it's read completely different when you read the credits.
Right.
It's but again, Eric Sermon was the name. You know what I'm saying? He was the name. Redman was not who Redman is today. What do you guys feel about track 3, Defunk? It didn't age that well for me, to be honest.
I still like it.
I thought it was cool. I wasn't crazy about it.
I liked it a lot more back then. I thought, again, I liked that hook, which again, I didn't realize it was, back then I probably didn't even realize it was the same thing that Dre was doing and all that. But it was like,
I'm sorry, he gave me an East Coast version of Ice Cube rhyming on it.
That sounds like, to me, it sounds like that's a piece or element of Redman that he's kept throughout his career.
Yeah.
Listening to that record.
It seemed more like an interlude song to me because it's not that long of a song.
It's not.
And it sets up what came on after it.
Right.
Well, again, so what came up directly after that was, again, the news break, which was technically, another little skit. But I believe you're talking about So Rough.
That's the first time I ever heard a rapper mention the North Face in a song.
Rated R is going to be followed by that, and then Watch Your Nuggets featuring Eric Sermon and Charlie Murata. And we'll follow up with another skit after that called Psycho Dub. 3 singles that were featured off this project. We're going to go through them. We're talking lyrics. We're talking production. We're talking skip factor. Again, should 4.5 to 5 mic albums have any skip? Any skips? That's kind of the question. And at the end of the night, we're going to ask the overall question. I mean, again, we can even go track by track. Did these songs age well at all? Let's go ahead and start out with the next song. Again, we're talking about track number 5, So Rough. Track 6, Rated R. Track 7, Watch Your Nuggets, followed by the skit called Psycho Dub. Let go.
Redman, do you feel that the blacks in your community are still mad at the racial situation? Yeah, they still mad. And if you don't take that funny smirk off your face, I'ma kick your... Over 300 ghetto-related crimes happen in Newark, New Jersey alone. Still the saga continues. Stick 'em up, stick 'em up. I got the jammy to your guts. Pump, don't make a move. Before I choose to make your guts run all over the block, cause my stomach's in a knot and it growls 24 hours a day around the tick-tock. I got roaches and rats up the back, carrying bats and gats. So before I snack jack, the girls will look down with water from the hydrant. But mom's taking a bath and my brother's like to dive in. I gotta think of a plan so I can eat. I haven't had a crack up for weeks, so my mouth leaks. I squat up, cause I'ma set up this kid carrying loot out for Burger King. And what I'ma do is run up on him, snatch the bag of money, then bust the dump. Cause my man, when I think of a plan, there's no shorts take. Cause I pack jammies inside of my North Face coat. Had the black brother on scope. No jokes what I am, cause the man's a pure pro. My man, you got a life? Yeah, give me the F for money too. No, stop. Took the money, then I dipped with the quickness. The plan went well, so I got down to the business. Opened up the bag, it was filled with paper. I thought I freaked the bump, but now starts to caper. Cause I was set up. Now I have to go head up with the cops. But they carrying black rocks. Shit's thick. What's my next move? My life's on the line. Bullets in their clips and none in mine. Sirens on. Once again, it's on. I fell. And then the black rock split. I got stuffed and I got bust. Now the only thing I'm sniffing is dust.
DJ Scratch.
Eric Sermon taking a trip uptown in the board runner, blasting my tape pumping ganja. Since Eric got props, I stepped through this hottie with more damn body than a chop shop. Flexed the jewels, then she chose to talk to me. It was no doubt that baby Cakes was hawking me, so I kicked it up the digits, terrific. Not knowing she was scoping me, cause I was mass lifted. Later on that week, honey dip freaked the funk, playing Redman and Eric out like 2 chumps, calling him weekdays, calling me weeknights. Who had a weekend? Whichever man with freak right. Things got cozy one night like dynamite. We stripped to bare backs, so took care of the bare facts. No hats, the funkadelic took a splash. You know how that go, fellas. 2 months later, see you later, alligator. She was pissed and I ended up seeing my position. She took a blood test, she took a head check, looked at me thinking, why the hell he isn't dead yet? Then I asked her, why you looking at me? She said, that man, because you had the HIV. Called Eric in a sec, that girl don't mess around. Too late, cause Eric already had his drawers down. Cause it's
shout out to Mr. September. He basically called it out. Anytime you got a Parliament or Zap sample, it's an instant cheat code. That's kind of funny to me right there. We're gonna follow with Rated R. Let's keep it pushing.
The Funkadelic devil just snapped with a rap. They're shitting on the story of Jack Sprat. So put your money where your mouth is. Watch Redman house shit. And if it's beef, I punch you in your mouth, kid. I got a heart, but my heart is made out of nails. Word to Jamel, my heart pumps nails through my blood rail. I'm not a warrior or barbarian type of nigga. I'm just quick to smoke your family, then fuck your sister. That's what type of shit I'm on. Word is bomb and thinking about playing that nice guy role and having dawn. Cause ever since I was an infant, I was different. Paid no attention to my mom's when she ripped it. I was a hard-headed mother F, but had to step cause she hit me with a left, then another left. That's why my brain is out of order, because it takes just a quarter to manslaughter your little daughter. And do a drive-by, fuck that, I won't buy that spray shit. They carve my name in your pavement. I was rated X, but I flex. I beat up the devil with a shovel, so he dropped me a level. Ain't that ill that I could just stare and watch your blood spill from a known rapper, but now the rapper's no frill. Just because I made a record, I'm a star, that's bullshit. What's the flavor, Tang?
This might be Redman on the cuts, by the way.
To part 2 of the segment, the red bin. Bikes of all types, pour beer for my dead friends. And if I didn't know ya, to hell with your punk and tell the devil I'll be in time for lunch. Got naughty in my nature, plus I'm down with OPP. The best part about it, I got AIDS, bitch. Psych, I'm only kidding, only do it to ugly women, cause the pretty ones puss smell like they went fishing. I grab my dick with a tight grip, cause I might flip.
Yo, man, kick your hype shit on who you had a fight with.
I had a fight with Chuck, the punk motherfucker tried to stab me in the gut, so I dazed him with an uppercut. Snapped the neck on Michael Myers, then I freaked it, cause it was August and he was talking this trick-or-treat shit. Jason, my man, slings rocks like up the block, 143rd in Amsterdam by the smoke shop. Norman Bates worked the night shift late since he dresses like his mama. I'm pimping him as Hulk. Bust the maneuver, Freddy Krueger. Dreamed about me having them scooped up. He woke up with his suits up. That caused me to cut the hands off the man with the chainsaw. Plus I got his brain pickled in a jar. So let's get down with the funk break, cause they tailgate my rap style. So to cut him off, I truncate and rough him up, tough him up like bust him up with the 1-2 punch like serving a customer. And if you hear a man that sounds like me smack him, then ask him where the fuck did he get his damn raps from. I know from me, the original P-Funk. See you next LP, chump.
Watch your nuggets.
Chill and relax, I'm back in effect. Yes, I'm Eric Sermon with a brand new cassette. Yes, I'm spoiled, rich like topsoil. Still loyal, still the MC Grand Royal. I'm still dope, I'm still no joke, I don't care. I'm still wild like Tone Loc. I'm swift, aka a black stallion. Fat herringbone with no medallion. Hello, I still got the same funk flowing, yo. I still get busy like Arsenio. When I rock, I need all the girls with me, so I can be the baby tonight like Whitney. Houston producing the style and make it smile, to make it say, ooh, child. Bust the sketch, the picture, frame it, Hall of Fame and hang it so no one can claim it. I rule, brought my style from the boondocks. Now my shit pump in the boombox. Yo, Red, my ears are ringing. I can hear some girls singing. Hey, Eric Sermon. Hey,
Still questionable even today. I thought so that those years also.
Mike, honey, I love the way you sway. Plus, I have a question drive me crazy. I reply, I'm ill, smooth as Johnny Gill. My, I pack still. So back off, softy. Here's an ice cream cone. Put down the microphone. Thank you. Right about now, I'm through. I'm ghost like Casper. See you. Oh shit. Give it to me, Charlie. Funky fresh in the flesh. The Superman Grand Slam's a new twist. Scoop this. Redman is milk like 2 tits. I stay freshly dipped with the 9 and a clip on my hip. Money grip. No bullshit. I take tack on small cracks. I'm all that to fall black. My jaw snap with raps. So get the balls, Jack. Flavor like Flav. Plus I'm well paid. On a maid with the blade. Mac Daddy of the decade. At a slow rate, I sparkle like Colgate. My dick's name Machete. I stab much hoe cake. I don't have a car, but own a pair of Reeboks. It gets me where I'm going until my damn feet stops. On and on like a switch. Bust the mix. Yeah. Oops. I turn up the pitch to make me boom. To zoom with the tune. To make the cow jump back over the moon. It's Reggie Noble. Yeah, I'm feeling kinda so-so. I dog you like Toto. Make Rudolph nose glow. Right out of sight with the type for hype to make you say, I dynamite. Chiller than the ice on vanilla. I kill more kills than the kills from tequila. I'm down with the green-eyed brother named Eric. Charlie, how you rate this? 10 like Bo Derek. I'm deeper than the valley. Peace to Cool B and Sally. PMD, my man Solo, and I'm out.
Okay, Redman. Take off your shirt and relax. Let all your tensions out. Just relax. Just relax. Relax.
That's just like you found a cool sample. You like, I gotta get down the album some way, somehow. I gotta make it work.
Absolutely. That's
Make
a
cool
definition of the
Right.
funk. The funk doctor. That's the definition of the funk doctor right there. bro.
Definitely 96-hour freak off beat right there.
Ah man.
It sounds like Dolomite was about to roll out.
Oh man. Oh man.
That's it.
Can we start real quick by giving some flowers out? We're gonna talk. I guess let's go. We can go in order. I guess unless someone wants to talk about a specific song off the bat. We just played So Rough, Rated R, Watch Your Nuggets, and Psycho Dub. So Rough. That was DJ Scratch breaking it down. For those who don't know, Scratch.
So clean.
Super clean. That's probably the best. You know, they say like one word to describe somebody. I would use what you just said, right? I'd be like clean.
And that was
Yeah.
final.
That's that's also probably like Gemini mixer.
Yeah, that's probably like a scratch master. Or if it's not the 2200, then it's gotta be a scratch master at this point.
Same.
And
DJs, let me know what you think in the comments. Because listen, the mixes today are godsend compared to like the WD-40 mixers we were using.
Oh man.
That Gemini mixer that used to sell in the back of the source.
What were we thinking? Spraying WD-40.
We didn't know, right? It wasn't
Who
until
told
later
us
on.
this is gonna get rid of this? This is gonna get rid of the static. This is gonna get rid of the clicks. Like use this.
No,
Like, you
it was
sure?
supposed to make the fader move smooth.
Yeah, but that yes. But then some. I mean, I'm talking about. I mean, am I the only one that remembers it? They were like, if you want to get rid of that hiss or that click in your fucking mixer, you throw a little WD-40 in there. It's supposed
That was the running technology we ran with at the time. But what we
Yeah.
realized is that those old mixers are carbon faders, and eventually the carbon in the mixer wears out. That's why you get the bleeding and everything.
Yeah, it would bleed, all of that. Exactly.
Yeah. Yep. Oh man.
So somehow again, the urban rumors were like, "Yo, you put a little WD-40 in there."
Yeah.
I was like, okay, like, and the sick part about it is that initially it works, maybe like
Yeah.
that first time, but
It
then
ruined
not,
it after a while, though.
and you keep adding more and
Yeah,
more
'cause it
and more, and
ruins it
eventually
after
your
a
shit
while.
looks
Right.
like like fucking oily. Your mixer
Yep.
looks fucking oily.
Mix it like a wok on the inside.
Like a wok.
This looks super fucking oily. You're right, like a wok. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
pretty
That's
accurate.
crazy.
I mean,
That's crazy.
Crazy.
the urban
Let's
methods.
talk about some of these songs. Like I said, Scratch Your
Crazy.
Soul Up. Again, I forgot. I mean, we know he's he's the funk doctor, obviously, but I just forgot how heavy funk this was for 92. Even 92, it's heavy funk, P-funk as they're calling it back then. Pretty cool. Rated R was dope. I like the whole. I'm we talk about lyrics and stuff, right? Like that one for me is all about the lyrics.
He bodies it.
Kills it. The horror, what do you call them, characters or whatever you want to call them, like what I'm trying to say, like naming all the horror guys and shit like that was fucking dope. And back then, like I said, you would, how can you be creative, right? This is like the what makes me different than anybody else kind of
Right.
style. This was one I never heard anybody do that before. I guess with horror characters, whatever you want to call them, right? What do you guys think? I mean, any of these songs stand out to you? You want to say something that bring up anything to you? I don't know. You feel like you might skip? I mean, what do you
I'm not skipping any of these songs, but I do
I don't
want
know.
to say
Right.
when
Agreed.
Watch the Nuggets comes on, I often rewind it several times because
Mhm.
it's so fucking dope.
I watch your Nuggets under production as far as like topics to talk about.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I was actually I was about to. It's funny because I was about to say like that. The loops, right? So you got the skull snaps in there. You got Atomic Dog in there.
Right.
You got all these loops, but it's crafted so well. Like the way that those loops work, especially again, like we always discussing on the channel with the technology of samplers and stuff back then, it works. It just works so well. And like, again, to what Mrs. September said, you can't really miss with Atomic Dog. And then with Skull Snaps, remember Skull Snaps, that break wasn't really being used as much as it is today or later on down the line.
again,
Like,
it's not
like
early.
Steezo,
It sounds normal right now, but it was early back then.
yeah, Steezo and like this, and I think were like the only records were like really using that Skull Snaps break. Later on is when you start to see everybody, Pete, Preem, Law, everybody started using the Skull Snaps break.
They used it twice around the same time though. Because if you remember, when Who's the Man came out, Hitting Switches uses the same drum.
Yep.
And this had to be around the same time. It just, that was an Eric Sermon song, not a Redman song.
Cody Blitz says Das Effects too.
Yeah, Das Effects too. Yeah. I mean.
Well, Das Effects 93.
But it's still,
all Eric Sermon again. By the way, Eric Sermon on all of that.
Brentwood LI, baby. Brentwood LI.
I had this conversation with Scam before many years ago. I was like, Eric Sermon got to be like, he gets away with using the same record and sampling the same record like 3 different times, 3 different artists, 3 different singles, and at that time, all 3 would fucking chart.
Yep.
I was like, wait, is he using Mary Jane Girls again?
He's no dummy.
Yes.
He's not
and
dummy.
it's gonna chart, and it's gonna be a fucking single, and shut the fuck up. Like it was like, but it's the same record. Like, yeah,
it don't matter.
And I'm hearing you guys talk about Skull. What's it called again, Scam?
Skull Snaps.
Skull Snaps. The break, and it's like, yeah. You just said a Redman version, a Daz version. You're like, yeah, it's all fucking Eric Sermon again. Like he gets away with that shit all the time. Yeah. I mean, it's dope. I mean, the
Skull Snap drums are legendary game changer drums, man.
With the
There have been a lot of other artists that have used them, but just the way that Eric Sermon used them, it's all kind of in the same way. Because what is it? East Coast for Das Effects, the first song.
Oh, you talking about the actual song?
The first song on the Das Effects album is called East Coast, and it uses those. Now we about to show you how the East Coast rocks. It's like that, y'all. You don't stop. Yeah. It's the same drum pattern, same break, yo.
That's crazy. Again, the next 4 records we can get ready to talk about. Again, we are, if you're just joining us, Eats, Beats, and Rhymes presents the 4.5 mic dissection of Redman's What the Album. That's right, the New Jersey native dropped a 1992 studio release that went gold. We are currently covering right now. We've gone through approximately, what did we at? 8 songs. We are going to track 9 right now. And that's called Jam For You, followed by Blow Your Mind, another single. Again, the very first single of this project, Hardcore and Funky Uncles. which is another skit. So we're gonna go ahead start with Jam for You. Does anybody want to say anything about these last records we just played before we move on? I didn't mean to just jump ahead right there.
I got something to add on. He is from Brick City, but Redman himself would not be mad if you called him an honorary Long Island dude, because he's
right with that lie, baby.
Like he spent a lot of time out there. Like even before doing them songs,
I mean, if we gonna do that, then I just gotta counteract. Your man Ike Infamous, heighten his emphasis because Redman also lived a long time in Queens.
He lives in Queens now.
Well, then checkmate, Ike.
as you notice,
Ike, don't get Lord Jamar mad. Don't get Lord Jamar mad.
Hold on a second. Jules
don't get Lord Jamar levels of mad. Calm down.
Jules purposely didn't introduce me tonight because he knew L.I. was going to be influenced on the Bricks and Jay.
Wait, did I seriously forget to introduce you?
Yeah, you did.
My bad. That's my bad. Ladies and gentlemen, give it a one time.
I love you.
Always representing the building, you know what I'm saying? Always finding a way, just like me, to put Long Island in the conversation for no good reason. That's cool. We can talk about gasoline. I'm like, you know who got cheap gas? Queens.
Yeah, but
not cheaper than Amityville.
It was the good. Yeah, that's a fact. But it's a good. It was the good Reverend Doctor who had to remind you that it was L.I. that Redman wouldn't be mad himself.
Okay, listen, Long Island's contribution, we've covered a bunch of times. Like, we crack jokes, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
He was running around with Biz. You know what I'm saying?
You know what it is with Long Island? I respectfully mean it's the list is not as long as like other boroughs, right? Again, because Long Island's not even a borough. I'm surprised we're having this conversation. But the fact that and I mean respectfully, like, no, I don't mean the small amount, but the good amount that did come on Long Island is all legendary, though.
Right.
You talking about him, you talking about De La Soul, you talking about Sensasana, you talking like Prince Paul, that relation of the family tree. Like, there's so much
leaders,
like EPMD, you know what I'm saying? Like Keith Murray,
Murray,
when it strikes
solo.
Like I said, when
all right, a rugged
strikes,
man.
it's like, oh shit, okay, like y'all ain't playing. Like we Biz Marquee, like, you know what I'm saying? Like legendary footprints when Long Island artists come through. It's just not as many footprints as Queens, for example. But we're gonna keep pushing forward. Let's keep talking about
this guy.
What the album, Redman. Let's go ahead and start with a little Jam for You. This one's for Long Island. Let's give it a one time for Long Island. Strong Island Jam for You.
Yeah. Yo, this is for motherfuckers that talk that sellout shit. Plus I get down, but for now I rhythm and funk makes you hump like Technitronic. I'll make the jam pump. Go to the finish when I freak the fly gimmick like without eating my damn spinach. Cause when I'm on the road, that's when Redman starts. Round off backflip cartwheel. I know when my afro grows, that mean more rhymes to flow. But I continue on the menu and send you on a jam that earthquakes the whole damn venue. It's like this, it's like that, I won't slack. I pack more steel than a cops pack blackjacks. Word is bomb, the quiet storm broke your arm when I sound off from here all the way to Hong Kong. Drop pound for pound to throw down and strut. Yo, E, what's that funk mode? Check this.
funk for chumps who don't be knowing my name. I try to frame out your pumps. I make you slide, make you slip, make you wanna backflip. I get biz with the skit. I DJ like Quick, the top notch of the block. Plus I carry a Glock. Holy hot rocks, I'm hot. So give up the props. My style is humming, coming at ya. Ducker get backed up, dispatch ya. Rare get freaky to the rapture. So come on like the Buddha, check your honey while I scoop up the super fly. Jimmy Fly, snooker rips the roof off. The hook off on your crew to the checker 1, 2. It's you, who? Redman with the kung fu. Come on and get down and boogie oogie with the rough neck. Hit women like Madonna all the way down to Smurfette. But first get your tables, I roast your whole record label, kids. Yo, E.
What's up, G?
Grayage. Like Russell, rush the stage with Simmons, deadly venom. Makes me poison like Michael Bivins or a Cobra. Pop more pop than Coca-Cola. Next Toyota, I'm a star at war, plus roller coaster. I got my mind made up, girl. Come on and get it if you're with it, true. Plus groovers, movers, the lightning loops. The kind of loops I sample from my James Brown group. I get credit cause I'm cautious about lawsuits. Psycho beta people, got styles hard as tree trunks. For real punk, you got a blunt, light it cause I need one. And get down with the irrelevant funk to make you jump. With the flying human being, watch me freak it in Korean. Sharika Pigora Mulagata, Nugu Nana Nana Nu Redman, Chapo Dad, Charlie Snake, Nugu Nana, forget it. I rip shop and hip hop, I get props, my lip rocks, the raps that's more spooky than movies from Hitchcock. Sit back, relax, let me rip to the funk track, and press rewind if I haven't blown your mind. Let me get busy with the funky fly stuff, cause I cut your freaking eyes out. But Bruce Willis because I die rough. It's the funkadelic Redman, and I hit you with the funkadelic level. The P-Funk, the devil, the spectacular, Blackula. Bust holes like Dracula, Lord of Accords, more legend than Acura. I'm swift, I like big spliffs, so a task it. Plus keep the Glock in my basket. I cough up a lung, cause I freak it with the tongue, cause I can. Wax off like that, you son, do the yang yang. Boogie say up, jump the boogie to the boogie to the boogie, thanks to E, cause he hooked me. So fuck what you heard, word to herb, cause I Mac Fama Lama, plus I keep the grammar straight from New Jersey. It's the renegade rap Redman, really who get rhymes in rough mode. Yo, hold your breath while I explode. Ha. I got it going on. Since I'm up next to flex, you can bet I drop heavy, so girls grab your Kotex. I catch fits when I blitz, so I'm brick, and my lip is to the point to rip some more fly shit. Redman ready to rock rough rhymes. Renegade rapper, rip when it's rhyme time. Pump, push a pin and pimp to when I'm pissed. Pack pistol posse, flow some more pro shit. 3-5-4 bump, funky to floor 8. Fucking freak words for foreplay. Quickly, quiet is kept, never quack. On a Q-tip I quote, I throw lines like a quarterback. A monster, murder motherfucks like Manson, a madman who brutalize men with 9mm. Bullets, bro, bad brother, back to back, I slam. Bread and butter, break beats to bam bam. Jump off the gym before I jack Mike Johnson. I jam like Janet, chew MCs like Swanson's. Then a stamp dummy, I'm digging a dungeon. Can you dig it? I dig deep to destroy dum-dums. Yes, I am what I am when I jam, bro. My afro's in the house. I live large life would be luxury. Ladies and Lamborghinis, lovers like luck to me. Nasty nigga, competition is none. From Newark, New Jersey, knock heads like Mike Nunn. Shit, grab the still when I'm stroking. Smoke with shotguns, but the sign said no smoking. Cool it, kiddo, I control from sea to sea. Cut like Chucky, plus style is cocky. Superman lover, cool from the new school. Hold your breath while I walk holding my jewels. Hey.
rappers out here tonight. Shit. Man, this old fucking rap shit. I'm tired of this rap shit.
I like that
It's old
Hammer.
Hammer time.
I like Hammer.
Oh, here come him. You coming up, you goddamn Hammer.
I like Hammer.
I don't know what you're saying. He ain't shit.
That boy church boy.
Everybody yelling Hammer time. Hammer time. It's goddamn quitting time.
I like Hammer.
Yeah. Say, what you shake your ass on me? I'll get up there and shake my dick.
I like the bread. I like the bread. I like the bread. I need some bread now.
Ain't nobody talking about shit. Hammer ain't doing nothing for us. He ain't shit. You ain't shit. Mama ain't shit. Dad ain't shit. Ain't nobody shit.
I like that damn.
I'm tired of this shit.
I like that damn.
Everybody walk around till the nigga can't have nobody. Nigga can't.
This is when we got like small glimpses of how funny he was gonna eventually even be down the line.
He just had shit. Ain't nobody can't have goddamn.
And Uncle Quilly became a fixture or a staple in all of his albums.
No, there's a lot of debuts on this project that still continue down the line. You're right about that. Let's go ahead and skip to the next.
You should have played you played the most important part, because I don't know if you saw him talking recently about how Hammer got at him.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We can finish. There's like a few more seconds left. Are you talking about on this skit?
Hobo, you're on mute, Hobo.
You're on mute, Hobo.
I was sneezing. Yo, he was not fucking. He this about Hammer, and Hammer stepped to him. He was like, I don't want no problems with Hammer.
What's crazy is after that story, like a bunch of stories came out. Third base. I mean, these are stories we heard about, but then people confirming it like today. They're like, oh yeah, no, that dude.
Yeah, but Redman was the only one that was really like, you don't really want no problems with Hammer.
I heard Redman talk like that. I heard Third Base talk like that.
Yeah, I didn't hear Third Base talk like that. I heard him talk.
MC Hammer
Third Base had a death threat on their like.
Hammer.
See the story on that. That was super.
MC Hammer rolled with the Bay, man. The whole Bay rolled with.
I mean, there were times he wasn't even there, and
so if you know,
they was handling Bi.
Listen, if you know, like one of his brothers was like a serious dude in that world. Like he was a serious dude. Like Hammer was like always surrounded by that lifestyle, but like one of his brothers is like a serious.
And one more thing too, that just came out recently, that MC Hammer and Too Short are cousins.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
man,
I saw a Too Short story talking about Hammer. This is how crazy Hammer's marketing was at the time. The guy was like, again, always ahead of the curve. They said, he's like, that dude would come into clubs like that we were rocking. You know what I'm saying? And he come in like 20 deep. Photographer, dancer, and we're like, who the fuck is that? Like, he's walking in like he been doing this. And he's like,
gold pants, gold glasses.
It was like, yo, who is this dude? But they would like give like the star treatment, like his crew. It was again like let's just make it flashy, and people will, be attracted to it to a certain degree. Like he said, he had his own photographer back then.
My photo shoot.
He was walking around, someone was like paparazziing him out of his circle, and people were like, who the fuck is that? And like,
Hammer, baby.
It's Hammer, yeah. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? It's Hammer, baby.
Real quick before we go to the next record, I just wanted to say, I remember in the chat, I think it was Hobo was saying how he remembers smoking so much weed to this in college and everything. And I remember this was ninth grade for me. Like this album, when I was saying have an impact, like hearing the funk sample that he was using, and even with that last record, I was like, holy shit, I didn't know people flip the things that I rocked with at my barbecues back in the BX with my family and turned it into hip hop.
I mean, which one? Right. Because this is the day and age of where you were using layers. There's like 4 really popular songs that he used in So Rough.
When you hear the Blow My Mind, like once you hear the vocal aspect, like I don't know how many backyard parties, if anybody, but like you already know, Rev, you know what I'm saying? So like at that point in time, I'm in the 9th grade. I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm young and being introduced to this world of hip hop, and I'm hearing
that song right there, Alone My G. The people that you're speaking to right now, you know how many of them were born because of a song like that?
Exactly. So when I then hear it on an album like this with lyrics like this, I'm like, holy shit, it was blowing my mind as far as where hip hop could take it, where music can go. You know what I mean?
I'm still.
I want to give a quick shout out to the Diva Speaks. You know what I'm saying, in the building. We didn't give her a shout out yet. You know what I'm saying? What,
I
sorry,
just wanted to circle back to the intro because like I said, I listened to this album a lot.
You mean like the intro at the beginning of the album?
Yeah, because I've been laughing like shit the whole time because I just realized that the guy he had a problem with name was Van Illa.
Vanilla. I never peeped that. I was like, I still didn't get it. I was like, were you making me? Oh,
it was Dr. Travis. He said he was talking to Dr.
never
Travis.
peeped that. I can't believe I
Van
never
Illa.
peeped that. Van Illa. Like Vanilla. Oh shit, that's funny. Okay, let's keep playing some more music. Again, if you're just joining us, we are basically playing and reminiscing down memory lane. We're playing What the Album by Redman. Again, we're talking about its 4.5 mic rating that they got in the Source magazine. We're going to dissect this album as we go. Everything on the last few songs we played, I'm not skipping any. They all aged pretty well for me as well.
Right.
So I think that goes without saying. I will say that hardcore definitely fell for me under the production label of topics that we go through tonight. Let's go ahead and keep playing more music. We just played hardcore, Funky Uncles. Let's go with Redman meets Reggie Noble, followed by Tonight's the Night, the last single off this project. And they put the remix on here as well for Blow Your Mind?
Yeah.
It is.
Oh, so yeah, we got to hear it again. Ay!
It wasn't on the tape.
Yeah, that's what I had. That's why I was like, wait, what? So, okay, fair enough. Let's go ahead and do that. Redman meets Reggie Noble. Let's go. Bottom level.
Look out, you must have got hit with some bullshit. Where at? Smack that across your lips, can you talk? Yo, Redman, what the fuck was that? I don't know, but it's on my top lip. Don't crack jokes and pop shit, just get it off my top lip, or Reggie, you can drop it. Okay, be still, chill, I'm getting it off the grill. What? Some of that pussy you ate this morning from that bitch Jill, but come on, check it. Let's get busy on this record so we can make the dough and make girls like Kiki Shepard get decked. On the string. Party with machine and no front whip. First class tickets, hotel bitches pumping mad blunts. Blunts don't ride with no for whip. Who cares what rhymes with it, long as the funk pump through my biz. Now you know you don't own the biz. Yes, I do, and chrome's the trim. Black with a system, when it's hitting, I'm pulling mad skins. With OE sitting in between my lap. And when brothers act up, a gun machine I pack. The original P-Funker, the jewel trunker bunker. When I'm sexing, my bad is bigger than Eddie Busters. Like Max. Wait, think we get on with the tape? Lights, camera. Welcome to Rest Tape, may I take your order? It's a slaughter if you order the hit without the water. If swallowed without the damn water to follow, you might be doing a stupid dance and when it granted the Apollo. A rough snap next, drink OE for crack backs, wreck anything that's wet when I have sex. For instance, I mix with a style that make your shit bricks. Tisk, I'm musically gifted, terrific. Shock lock, red got crazy knots and knots in the pot. Got pops from here to just Washington Bridge. I get biz, I use hats, so no kids. Fuck, I took out more suck. Wait, hold up. I don't think I can freak the funk like that. I might have the knack because my afro was like Shaft. Puffy, faded quite lovely and to snuff me get your game cause I'm fighting with more power than Chuck D. Chuck D from Public Enemy? Yeah, he's a friend of me. The one that say brother and sister. Yeah, but he's no kin to me. I'm strictly Negro, I freak the style and it goes. If for stitching time says nine, then I got shit sour. But pins and needles and pins. A happy man is a happy man that when I'm hitting skins, fuck skins. I'm hitting puss when it's dushed. Then eat it when the puss is well cooked. No! Up in the air, know the cab. Who's in the cab? What the? It's Superman. Wow. Because it's hot as a motherfucker out here. Oh, word, you doing that? Red, I'm getting the fuck out of here, man. Me too. Oh, I forgot to tell you, William called for you. William who? William suck my dick. Oh, yo, fuck you, big nose bitch.
William called for you. Listen, I'm going to play the next record. I just want to give it the proper intro it deserves. This is the third single off this masterpiece that we call What the Album. I want to ask a question, and we'll come back to the answer after we play this song, or after we finish this little portion of beats.
Is it his sister or Hurricane G on it?
Hurricane G.
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead and ask the question. Again, you don't have to answer right now because I'm going to keep playing music, but I think this is the biggest single off this project. Tonight's the Night. Let's go ahead and
just make sure you play the whole record. That's all I ask.
Do it. I want to do it. Again, is it bigger than Blow Your Mind? Time for some action, or is it Tonight's the Night? As a matter of fact, I hope if it's possible, can we get a little voting booth for that? Because I'm curious to know what's the favorite single off this album. Again, we're talking about Blow Your Mind And
wait, you mean most popular or favorite?
No, your favorite. Like I said, and I'll ask. I'll get the answer after we're done, and we can even throw the remix in this conversation as well. Let's play Tonight's the Night. You already know. Rest in peace, Hurricane G. Let's go.
Mic check. I can get smooth to any groove. Relax the tongue. Let my mic take a cruise around the planet. Packing men like Janet Jackson. She's asking if I can slam it.
Yo, Redman, man, what the fuck, man? Get the fuck off that punk smooth shit. Yo, Redman, man, what the fuck, man? Get
Mic check. I walk around the street with the black tech now by the waistline, kicking out heights.
Fuck off that.
Nah, we gotta bring that back.
Asking if I can slam it.
Yo, Redman, man, what the fuck, man? Get the fuck off that punk smooth shit, man. Get with that rough shit, man. You know how we do.
Mic check. I walk around the street with the black tech now by the waistline, kicking out hype shit. I never claimed to be the best type of rapper, but have to show the motherfuckers what I'm after. I'm after the gold, then after that the platinum. Beef after that, Hurricane G packs the gat, son. Chigga bang bang, yo bust the slang with my name. It's the Redman on the funk thing. Psych your motherfucking rights tonight. To do what I wanna do, to do it like dynamite. The one perfected, when the funk been injected. I roughen up the rough draft to like make your head split. Past the 40 and the blunt, and don't front on the blunt, cause when you do front, brother, you getting started. I'm not an addict, more like Puff the Magic. Then pass it when I'm through, cause my crew got to have it. I don't claim to be a big rap star, cause no matter who you are, you still catch a bullet scar. So listen up and take heed to what I'm saying, cause tonight's the night, and me and my niggas ain't playing.
Bush band, booger breath hits. Tortilla chips, bitch. Big nasty African, just the Bojangle. Turn up the shoes, have an ass. Lily leprechaun haircut, motherfucker.
You wanna see me get cool, please save it for the breeze, cause the lyrics and tracks make me funky like cottage cheese. Fuck the smooth shit, I get down with the boom bip like Q-tip. I kick more styles than Bruce Shoes kick. But tonight's tonight, what I write tonight is type of funk with the flavor like Mike and Knights. Hanging out with my niggas, the pistol posse, keep they fingers on the triggers. I keep the 40 between my lap coolin', rolling down the highway. Blunt system pumps cause it's Friday. Roll over to pick my boys up. We raise a lot of noise cause we can do that, black. So get the Bozak, Jack, be nimble. I do the type of evil that men do, like cursing out my window at a bitch and a friend too. So turn the volume up a notch and watch the boom. Make your speakers pop. That's the funk when it pumps, it makes you rump. Jump. But if you wanna see a fly but frantic, cool, romantic, more slicker than my man Rick, you better check the yellow pages under smooth shit, cause Red ain't down for the bullshit. Niggas fucked up by letting me make an album. How come to get on the mic and let my fucking style run? But black by popular demand, I expand my hand to the mic and let my mouth kick the flim flam. I get sex, I get wrecked, I puff mad blunts. I get vexed, I break necks, punch, I go front, chump. Yo, fuck it, yo, turn this shit off, man. Turn this shit off.
On Your Mind, the remix. Shorty Blitz, per request.
Yeah, it's going down. What's going down? Yo, Reggie Noble, drop that beat in. Yeah.
Hey. Is this the same version I'm thinking about? Is this to blow your mind? Like,
Give it to me. Ah, look out! It's the funkadelic funk for chumps who don't be knowing my name. I tear the frame out your pumps. I make you slide, make you slip, make you want to backflip. I get bent whipped.
Is this still another version?
This was the Shorty Bliss said it's the OG version.
So this is still not the video version.
I thought the video version was the one you played earlier.
The video version was the one you played earlier.
Yeah, which was the original.
For some reason.
This was the I have always taken this to be the remix.
Huh. I thought there was still another version. My bad. Let's keep going.
I DJ like quick, the top not
charge up the block, cause I carry a Glock. Holy hot rocks, I'm hot, so give up the props. My style is humming, coming at ya. Stuff go get backed up, dispatch ya. Shred, get freaky to the rapture. So come on like the Buddha, check your honey while I scoop up. The super fly Jimmy Fly, snooker rips the roof off. The hook off on your crew, to the checker 1, 2. It's you. Funky, fresh in a flesh show. Come on and get down and boogie oogie with the rough neck. Hit women like Madonna all the way down to Smurfette. But first get your tables, I'll roast your whole record label, kid. Yo, Red, what's up, G? Red. Look out. I get mad wicked, fuck around, and catch a bad one by the funker. I pump the mass spliffs and roll blunts with Archie Bunker. Cause my brain is twisted, so I cock the biscuit. Cause shit's thick, some say I'm a bastard of a swift bitch, Negro. Smoking it with the style in your ear, bro. To make you feel me like cake without Robert De Niro. You big pussy, so funky that you have to push me. You can't hear me, then my record label didn't push me. I know I'm saying fuck too many times in my rhyme, but if I wasn't that, I wouldn't freak it in the line. But it don't seem to matter, cause my shit get fatter and fatter. I'll do the funk in your face and it slaps ya. How does it feel with the face full of funk? With the bass in your trunk, weed laced with the blunt. I pump, I never got snuff. Bust while I dust your monkey ass off. Then I just crush on the hush hush. So if you wanna taste of the funk from the gutter, ask the brother. Why? Cause I'm bad. Word to mother. I'm a bad. Word to the mother. I'm a bad. Word to the mother. I'm a bad. Word to the mother. I'm a bad. Bad and a wicked and bad. I'm a bad. Word to the mother. I'm a bad. Word to the mother. I'm a bad. Word to the mother. I'm a bad. Yo, check this out. This is for y'all hokey pokey punk pussy motherfuckers. Just to show y'all I do what the fuck I wanna do. I want y'all to check this on the real. And yo, check this out. Shake it, come on, shake it, come on, shake it, come on, shake it. What's up, dow? What's up, dow? What's up, dow? What's up, dow? What's up, dow?
Yo, Red, come on, get back to the track, man. I wanna get out of here.
All right, check it out. Flexing, I'm sexy when I'm standing in my drawers. If you can't check me when I'm rapping, put the tape on pause and listen to the incredible shit that I kick, my man. Give me 5 on the backhand, then stick your finger in the hole and chop the stick quick. Cause my lip get to the point to still rock the fly shit. Since you're holding your breath, I hold my jewels. I swing hardcore, so I walk holding my tools. The original P-Funk takes no jump from a chump for punk G. I've been this way ever since 9 months. So get down while I rip the raps from my lip. Cause my shit's more deep than any tape from a nigma. They get a nice kick and kill a brother who pop trash. Basic instinct, I'm a shooter, so they got blasted. Much ass, a kick, groove to the master mix. My song still punks when it's not even mastered, bitch. My shit's very chronic, so rewind it. Cause it's like beyond bionic. Cause I'm a wild and crazy guy, no lie. Last brother to battle me, I started pissing in his eye. A bad word to mother to the motherfucking hubbard. Eating a cursing way, pumping spliffs cause she does it. And if you still don't understand where I'm coming from, listen to my 9, understand where it's coming from. I'm a bad. Word to the mother. I'm a bad. Word to the mother. I'm a bad. Word to the mother. I'm a bad.
And a wicked and bad.
I'm a
There you go. You see what's going down. If you don't know, Eats, Beats, and Rhymes, we're talking about the 4.5 mic dissection that the Source magazine gave this album debut project. Of course, we're talking about Redman, Whut, the album. We are more than halfway through the project. Not too many skips, according to everybody's opinion here. I think we're all on the same page. We are currently playing track 13 through 16. No, yeah, pardon me. I am, 13 through 16. So real quick, we start out with Redman meets Reggie Noble. I like that record.
A dope song, man.
That's a dope record.
Yep.
A dope record, bro. He was spitting on that record.
Yeah. Again, another concept record again of like this, let me do something different than just spit how dope I am, right? It's kind of like he's got this I guess an early sort of Marshall versus Slim Shady kind of persona thing going on, right?
Well, that's what was dope about Redman, was that he can be these characters, but you still believed if you came across him the wrong way, you was gonna get your shit busted instantly. You know what I mean? But like even on that record, like what up now? What up now? On that last record, like come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
shout out to everybody that's joining us in the chat. Like I said, we appreciate y'all in there. Shorty Blitz is coming straight out of the UK. Apparently, shout out to Shorty Blitz. You know what I mean? Again, I mean, Tonight's the Night was in the batch that we just played.
Man, Such
It's
a
by far
dope.
my personal favorite. I don't know if the voting booth is closed, Hobo. Was there a
Yes.
result?
It is close. The results were ooh, uh Tonight's the Night got 67% and Time for Some Action got 33%.
I 100% agree with that.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's funny as we were listening to the record, like it's like how many times the records were sampled, the records that were sampled to even make that beat alone were ginormous and records on their own. And then how many hip hop quotables came from those verses of Redman, you know? So it's just the whole intro, the whole how it whole starts, like you need to hear him say, and you need to hear Hurricane G interrupt him to get the real full meaning of that record when it comes back and it just drops. And I think there's something specifically with that bass line, if you pay attention. I don't know specifically where that bass line or that bass loop comes from, but that bass loop was used in Cream, you know what I mean? The other record RZA did with Shaq, it was RZA, Method Man and Shaq. No hooks, there you go.
Yeah,
There's just something with that bass line.
I have a quick question to the room, the beat makers and record sampler knowers and all that stuff. So Tonight's the Night, one of my favorite all-time beats sort of ever, right? What can y'all tell me about the sample? And secondly, do we know what Eric Sermon and Redman were using in '92 to get that beat done? Yo, Rev, you on mute. Rev, you on mute.
From what I remember, I know it's a loop. I want to say Tyrone Davis, but I feel like I'm wrong for a lot of reasons. But I can't.
No, the main part is not Tyrone Davis.
Who is the Trip?
It's
Isaac Hayes performed.
Isaac Hayes, yeah.
Isaac Hayes, yes.
The Isaac Hayes loop?
Yeah, it's a loop.
No, I know it's a loop, but I didn't know it was Isaac Hayes.
And Rick James all night long.
Well, yeah,
that's the Mary Jane Girls.
Yeah,
Rick James wrote that, but yes, Mary Jane Girls.
The Mary James for the hook, right?
Yeah.
And again, another time, one of the times again, Eric Sermon uses Mary Jane Girls.
And Shorty Bliss said, yeah, Roland W30 keyboard. That was his go-to of choice. Roland W30. I'm beating myself up because I had one a long time ago, and I couldn't use it. I was just such an MPC user at that time that I couldn't really figure out how to use the W30 at the time.
Is that Eric's? I heard that's like Eric Sermon's choice of tool. Like he's always used that machine.
Because it's 12-bit, right? So another reason. So sometimes, right, if you listen to these records, right, in comparison to like today's music, if you notice, these records are a lot louder.
Yes.
In the sonics, they're a lot louder.
They
right?
boom.
They boom, and that's part of that is because of the not only of course you're using analog, but the low end, but then also with a lot of like let's say the Roland W30, the MPC 60, the SP1200, those are 12-bit samplers. 12-bit samplers, at least for me, you have a lot more low end coming out of it, right? Like versus let's say the new MPCs like the MPC 1 or the MPC X, or even how people use Ableton, you don't get that booming low end. So it's another reason why today's music sounds not as loud. It's mastered. It sonically sounds.
I think you're saying basically
it sounds more computerized.
I think you're basically saying the overall discussion of all time, analog versus digital, pretty much.
Well, yeah, it's analog versus digital. I mean, if I think we've had this discussion last show, it really does come down to mixing and mastering because of the equipment. You can reach those elements of the low end on these different sounds, but it's about
it don't sound the same though.
No, right. No, it's never going to sound the same. Like when we're at Street, the same way. When I first got to Street FM in 2003, it was an analog station. 2016, it became like I call Starship Enterprise. You know what I mean? It's digital. It's just naturally going to have a different sound from what it's coming from. But if you know how to mix and master your records the way they're supposed to be, you can reach those elements of those low ends. But it'll never be.
It'll never be the full same because with digital too, you can't distort in digital, right? You can distort a little bit.
Right.
You go in red a little bit. You can't go in the red in digital because once it's in the red, you can't fix it.
No.
Nope. And then the mistake, I think the mistake a lot of artists will make is that they'll go into the red and digital and then say, oh, well, the engineer will fix it. Oh, the mastering will fix it. It's like, no, if it's bad, it's bad. You can't fix it.
And then you can't fix it.
And analog, you can distort a little bit and get away with it.
A little bit. You could get away with a little bit. But if you listen to some of the lyrics, to go back to the original question,
Mhm.
Red raps about using an S950.
Right.
He talks about using S950 and techniques. He throws in like different equipment. That's what I was wondering. I was like, wait, maybe he did make all the beats.
I love the 950. I still have my 950. I love the 950 too, man. It's big and cumbersome, but again, the sound quality of the older gear is just
That
it's
machine
unmatched.
alone.
Gearhead studio talk. I love it. Let's keep pushing forward because if not, this is about to get nerdier than it needs to be. Let's keep talking about. And I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love it because that's what makes the channel.
I mean,
special.
it's Redman we talking about, man.
But again, it's what makes the channel special. Eats, Beats, and Rhymes, by the way. Follow us everywhere. One word. Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. Like I said, follow us on YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment. Yo, Shorty Blitz, I think you'll like it. Check it out. Eats, Beats, and Rhymes on YouTube. I promise you. It's a bunch of these kind of episodes. You'll follow through it with the vibe that goes on around here. Let's keep playing more music. Again, we're almost wrapping things up.
Hold on.
Okay.
We can't just gloss over pause. Tonight's tonight. That's such a hard.
Who's talking about it?
But I want to talk about how hard pause he was rapping over basically like a love song.
Yeah.
I mean, just the way the lyrics he was spitting, and even Hurricane, he's like, get off get on that punk smooth bullshit. Like he was, that beat is so, I mean, that song, Mary Jane Girls All Night Long, is a quintessential baby making love song, right? And for him to have those lyrics over that type of rhyming over those lyrics, I mean, over that beat is just, it's crazy to me, man.
To Hobo, to
probably
add
my
to,
favorite.
to add to you too. This is what makes this tonight's night a one of one. It's
Yes.
a one of one song. There's no
Yes.
other song that will be like it again. There's no song like it before. It's a one of one, and that's what always I think makes artists like Redman, especially in this era, is that they were going into studio to make one of ones. It's not like how it is now, where everything sounds the same. This is a one of one song that you will never get again, and I think that lends to the nostalgia and the beauty of this record, if that makes any sense.
No, it makes perfect sense. I mean, you got to look at the time that this album came out and what his output was at the time, because there was nothing like it. It was a total, okay, we're not, the Chronic is out. There's a whole bunch of other good rap out, but this came out and it was like, man, I listened to this album all winter, every day on the way to school.
Well, this specific video gave that winter vibe hard.
All Redman albums is winter albums. All his albums come out in fall or winter.
Yeah.
All of them. But for this album specifically, just the way the sound of it, and Tonight's the Night specifically, you made a song you could talk to girls to, but still be tough.
You can play that record anywhere.
The video was black and white.
Black and white.
Driving around Jersey.
The remix was fire.
Yeah, the remix is fire too. He's driving around. He's dressed again like you still had not flashy, but like you still had those who could dress up, fly, semi-drug dealer style. He was not that at that time. He was wearing like a Champion hoodie, maybe a Discus Athletic at the time.
Champion hoodie, Carhartt vest, Tim's.
Tissue up the nose.
Streetwear.
A
Scully.
With inside out
really
with
low.
Nike
You know what I'm saying?
Upside down.
His Puerto Rican homegirl with the big paws Desert Eagle in the video. The big Desert Eagle. That shit was a big ass gun for a little ass woman. I never heard. Hurricane Duke got the gat, son. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, homie, you need some help.
That's the type of shit. That's the type of shit that got Trip C started on his love quest for that same individual.
It was moments like that. It was moments like these. Nights like
Mhm.
this.
Triple C fell in love when she flashed the gap.
Yeah, that's it. It started. That's what
Little tear.
if you would have seen him as a little kid, he had the hearts in his eyes.
The heart
and shit.
emoji eyes.
Yeah. His mom was like, "Trip, let's go." He was like, "I found her."
I found her. Yo, shout out DJ Cruz One in the building. Mr. Trevor in the building. Shorty Blitz in the building. The Diva Speaks in the building. It's a packed house tonight. Like I said, we appreciate y'all hanging out with us tonight while we reminisce. Again, playing Redman, What the Album. We just kind of going down memory lane, talking about beats, songs, album cuts, singles. You know what I'm saying? Reuniting friendships. Again, good Reverend Dr. Shorty Blitz in the chat whenever you're ready to speak to him. Speak your mind, God. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep playing more music. Again, executive producer Triple C is looking at me like, so we go ahead and
It's Triple C's fault. He made us do this, so he's got to wear that.
You ain't no pimp. Let's go ahead and play again.
I work tonight, but
you don't get money.
Yeah, I got a guest coming up to the show tonight and everything.
So check it out. These last batch of songs right here, apparently 5, are a little mixture of, again, sort of I don't want to call them intros. What do you call them? Skits and album cuts that never made it as far as singles, but we know them very well. They've become classic. So I'm going to ask everybody in the room, we've been playing skits all night, but again, just a question, do you guys want me to play the track Cessed One Night, which is right before, which we will play in its entirety, How to Roll a Blunt? And then there's also the intro for what we call a Day of Superman Lover, the interview. So Super Lover interview, and then goes encore. So as you know,
I say skit.
The Superman Lover one.
Man.
I think is that. But yo, good Rev. We got to think about numbers here, right? Isn't that the one where he says, you know what I mean? And right.
I'm down for Superman Lover.
I think you gotta play the Superman Lover one. You can skip the
Okay, we don't have to skip any. I just wanted to, run it by you guys.
All right.
Honestly,
Just the introduction of Superman Lover.
I don't remember the skit before How to Roll a Blunt, which is basically called Cessed One Night. Do you guys remember that?
Oh, you want to skip How to Roll a Blunt?
No.
No. Okay, so we're just gonna have to play a little bit of everything.
Oh yeah, you can't skip this.
Yo, what the fuck is going on over here? Ain't nothing, man. We ain't doing nothing. Shit is cooler, man. Yeah. What you smiling at? You smiling too? Get the fuck against the car, all y'all.
Top talk up there. He needs to weed.
I ain't asked you to talk. I just said get the fuck against the car.
All units to the area. Shots fired 10708. Acknowledging.
Shouldn't it be a problem, officer? Yeah, you motherfucker. Where you get the big mouth from? I asked you to talk.
You ain't no cop, Jay Reed. You ain't no cop, Jay Reed.
Check it out. Yo, 1992 begins a new age for the blunt rollers, you know what I'm saying? The saga of the Philly blunt continues. The flavor's the P-Funk, y'all. Get with it. Check it out. Check out a new type of gimmick, which is splendid. Sit shit down with other shit, let's see if you're down with this. It's about strictly trying to roll a blunt. When you get the hang of it, you carry more blunts than Archie Bump. First of all, you get a fat bag of ism from Uptown. Any local store sells the shit, friend. Purchase a Philly, not the city of Philly, silly punk. I'm talking about the cigar, the Philly blunt. Lick the blunt and then the Philly blunt middle you split. Don't have a razor blade, use your fucking fingertips. Crack the bag and then you pour the whole bag in. Spread the ism around until the ism reach each end. Take your finger and your thumb from tip to tip. Roll it in the motion, then the top piece you lick. Seal it, dry it with your lighter if you got to. The results, proper. That's how you roll a blunt. 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 That's all roll a blunt. Piece the beat, rock. That's how you roll a blunt. Piece the beat, rock. That's how you get 'em up. That's how you roll a blunt. That's how you roll a blunt. That's all roll a blunt. And get fucked up.
Forgot to mention Pete Rock on the beat, co-producer along with Redman.
The second paragraph mic makes you laugh when a brother rolls a blunt and his breath smell like pure ass. That's when you know you gotta take the blunt from him, cause his breath has the dragon in the dungeon. Like the blunt, here's the lighter. Or what if this shit would stop dripping with saliva? And if you're gonna lick it, don't drown it with your spit shit. I don't know what dick gon' last push your lick quick. And how about the non-blunt rolling females that always fucks it up cause they don't wanna break their lean nails? Sorry, Red, for spilling it. You better pick up every seed of it. Because I paid 10 bills for the get ill. And for spilling it, you better get lost or get grilled. Bo know everything from sports to other stuff. But I bet you Bo don't know how to roll a blunt. Yo.
That's how you roll a blunt. 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 Let's all roll a blunt and get fucked up. That's how you roll a blunt. That's how you roll a blunt. That's how you roll a blunt. That's how you roll a blunt.
Hey nigga, pass the goddamn blunt. Shit, what you holding it all day for? Sit your big ass down. Yo, check this out. I want all the real niggas out there and the females too. If you got a fat blunt in your mouth and you feeling high as hell, I want y'all to repeat after me. Check it out. I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up. I'm high as hell. I'm high as hell. I'm high as hell. Yeah. Last but not least, Redman like to say peace to all the blunt rollers from the tri-state to the Middle East. And give me a blunt when I kick the bucket. Devil or no devil, when high I'm the wrong one to be fucked with. So everybody, put their blunt up in the air, take a puff, blow the smoke out like you just don't care. So it's heard through the next block. I'm out, peace to Red Fox, I'm off to the set spot.
Yeah, DJ Twins in the house.
Yeah, Redman's in the house. Yo, peace to Pack, peace to Posse, the 4x6. Yo, I'm out. Yo, Rick, turn it.
So, Redman, the whole town is just buzzing. Why do they call you Superman Lover?
I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Every time I get finished hitting the boots with some big butt female, she start acting strange. And I like it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, really?
Really.
That sounds very interesting.
That's
What are your plans now that you're off tour?
I don't know. Since I'm off tour and shit, I'll probably, fly out to the island somewhere and get a big stupid room with a crazy jacuzzi and madism and just lounge for a whole week. You know what I'm saying? Nothing spectacular, you know what I'm saying? Doing the wild thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I just happen to have my own jacuzzi.
So, what are you saying, sweetheart?
I just thought maybe.
Oh, my God. Hold, chill, sweetheart. Slow down, you know what I'm saying?
Look, up in the sky.
It's the boy.
It's the plane. No, it's Superman Lover, baby.
Daddy. Won't you please tell me a story? All right, get over here and sit your big ass down. Let me tell you a story about the Superman Lover. Yo, I was out for lunch and shit, pumping on the blunt to get my head wet. Here to my Walkman with the S on my chest. Bust them all. Yes, I'm a superhero, don't forget. I smoke mad niggas, so to hell with cigarettes. But anyway, let's get back to the skit. You know who the fuck I am, so get off that old bullshit. Lunchtime, what's up? Fuck! Let me jet or I'll collect unemployment bucks. On the way back, Jack, I spotted this object, a stray cat, stuck in a tree with the tag that say that. Info, please return to this address. Nigga, with my x-ray eye set, like, I jetted to the closest phone booth. Quick flash, I dipped into my super lover suit.
I can leave tall buildings. In a single
Boom, right through the fucking phone booth ceiling. Nah, Superman Lover's the name. I can slam King Kong and pick up freight trains on a mission to save this cat that was wishing he was in his litter, watching Fritz on Channel 6, relaxing, feet cocked up, just a little with the cocktail and the bowl, the tender vittles. I snatched him, took off through the air like a pigeon, quick, so he won't start meowing and bitching. The landed at the cat's tag address in the projects. Elevators roll, so I have to take the back steps. Nah, the doors opened and my eyes swole from this badass honey sipping a quarter old gold. Yo, is this your cat?
Oh, yes, where you find him at?
He was stuck in a tree about uptown Manhattan.
Well, how the hell did you save him? Are you police undercover?
Nah, baby,
Come on,
the S on my chest stands for
Come on, baby.
Superman Lover, yeah. They call me the Superman Lover, yeah. There's something wrong. Something
looking for ways to repay me. No money, a donut and some coffee, maybe. Of course, what kind to show that I thank I make my donut jelly and my coffee safer. We sat, unhooked the cape from my back. She felt my arms as my pythons look stacked. Damn, super lover, your shit look thick. Tell me, how strong are you with muscles like this, you bad motherfucker? Hockey, hit you like Rocky. She dashed to the room and came back with an ounce. Negligee, high heel shoes with a blunt in her mouth. Ready to roll up. Hey, hold up. She had a dollar folder to mix the coke with the smoke. Yo, she was no joke. She took a sniff. Some got on her top lip. That bitch stuck out her tongue and gave her top lip a lick and said, here, baby, hit it. Nah, baby, I ain't with it. You need more than a body to make me wanna sniff that shit. But I'll hit the blunt. So she took out her fronts, cracked the Philly, opened the bag and laid out the skunk. Then I took a long pull. It was hype, out of sight. She ran into the bedroom. So I cracked my pants for headroom. Laid across the cover and no brother, I was with it, ready to hit it. Asked my dick, yo, what's up, yo, man, shit stick. Licked her on her belly, then kissed her down her back. Stuck my hand between her legs and I felt the Bozak as big as mine. This bitch must be playing, so I threw my suit on and I was swayed. Cause I'm the Superman lover. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Call me the Superman lover. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Something wrong. Something wrong with me. Something wrong. Yeah, yeah.
Damn. Forgot to do something. Let me see. Oh yeah. It ain't over, motherfuckers.
There it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say to Trip C's point earlier when he said the song gave him a version of Ice Cube. I was like, yo, it's like 4 songs on here that I thought those beats might have went to Ice Cube first, and he just didn't take them or something because he would sound perfect on them. But I also want to say I did not remember Superman Lover ending like that.
Which part?
Happened to Bozak.
Oh. Yeah, that was crazy. It was,
I thought it was Jane.
But that was always it. Like that was the thing to the Superman Lover. He was the man, but it was always some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but wasn't the chick Jane from that EPMD album?
That's later. That's
yeah,
later on.
That's another one.
That's later on. But that goes to what I was saying in the chat. That's one of the dopest like themes or stories in hip hop that's been followed and kept up. And every Superman Lover has been dope. You know what I'm saying? Like in its own right, lyrically, production wise, creativity. Like I thought this was the skit where he was getting the top work. You know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, we can't play that.
Right.
But I forgot it was this one.
96-hour freak off.
No. Whoa.
I got a question for the producers in the room. What was Pete Rock's involvement, you think, with How to Roll a Blunt?
He made it while he was hanging out.
While they were smoking.
Well, it actually lists.
Exactly.
No, check it out. Well, again, this is Wikipedia. I don't remember the album credits per se, but it lists Redman as a producer, and it specifically lists as a co-producer. When I hear the hook and the samples in that loop, I think Pete Rock. When I hear the drums,
I agree.
So I was just wondering, like, again, since we were having that conversation where I told you Redman said, like, hey man, that's really me. It's not really E double all the time. That one is listed as Redman. I'm like, that was a little Pete Rockish to me. Like, so am I wrong? And I don't feel like I have that ear. Like, do you guys agree?
No, you're not wrong at all. The way that the bass line hits is definitely Pete. Dum 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 dum. It's not like he just looped it. The way that he cuts his the pieces on the MP, he uses every pad for like every bar or two.
Why haven't we got another Pete Rock Redman collab since then?
The horns too.
That's
I
a
don't
good
know.
Yes,
That's
the
a good
horns
question.
too.
But you see, now you're opening up a can of worms, Jules. Because,
Yeah.
What do you
because
mean?
there's a lot of songs that we never got Pete Rock collabs again. We never got certain Pete Rock Nas collabs. We never got another Pete Rock Redman collab. So you would think, we would think that being who Pete is and who these artists are, that there should be at least one or two more songs, but we never got them.
That's true.
And we don't know why, right? We also, I think of even Tribe, right? We don't have we know Pete contributed to We Got the Jazz with Tribe, but no real Pete Rock Tribe remixes or anything. But we know with Tribe and I think solo with Q-Tip that we had large Professor influence. So I don't know. I don't know. It's interesting.
I'm trying to think.
You think it's a business decision?
What are you trying to say?
You think
I
it's
feel
a
like
business
Redman was
decision?
on. Redman isn't on any of the Soul Survivors.
No, but
He
Shorty
was
Bliss,
on
Shorty Bliss, I
is.
mean, he's
And
right.
White Finest. He was on that album.
Yeah, you're right. And Shorty Bliss is right.
But until Pete did that last album with Common, it's been a while since Pete worked solely with one specific artist or one specific group.
Nah, not really.
But
he did 2 joints with
Smith and Wesson.
Smith and Wesson.
Oh yeah.
Smoke
He did
this
joint with Sky Zoo. He did joint with
You got the Common joint, the Grammy nominated.
Oh, Camp Low. Yes, Camp Low
that's what I said.
project.
So it's not necessarily that he doesn't work with people. Then it's just I guess there's other sides of the business that goes in behind the studio that is at that time. You know what I mean?
Well, you know, I mean, it doesn't have to be full projects at the same time. Also, like again, like a one song. You know, again, like go back. I mean, at some point, we're getting back to the roots of the way things used to be, right? Where it's like one producer, one rapper or artist, whatever, and it's like go. And we're gonna eventually go back to a Nas situation where that refreshes itself, and it's kind of like a bunch of the dopest all in one mix. And it's like I think you would do well with a.
It just might be money situation.
I think Pete Rock bread. I'm not gonna.
I mean, it started with Pete Rock and CL Smooth around the time this Redman album came out. So,
right.
But this is also we're talking. This album came out in '92. You know what I mean? So Pete Rock at this point in time trying to just get 1 or 2 joints on the album is entirely something.
Reminisce came out in '92.
You know, so just and just the way numbers and people were getting paid was probably a whole lot different. You know.
Oh,
you know what it is too, is that
astronomically different.
It's the caliber of artists too. Though. It's the caliber of artists too, though, that we're talking about. These aren't like, I mean, I'm not trying to disrespect any other kind of artists, but you know, there's tiers, right? Levels, if you will. We're talking about some of the top, and Pete is at one of the tops. And again, like Scam mentioned, no Nas and Pete Rock collab again, no Tribe and Pete Rock collab again. And these just happened, and they've been fire. That's the thing too. It's not like, oh, it was all right. You know,
nah,
like,
they'll be fire.
You know what I'm saying? These were like,
yeah.
Oh shit, that's dope. And why not? Maybe is that what it is too? Like, no, we made magic. Let's just chill out. Like,
I think also too the Soul Survivors is when he had other artists that he did. That was a P Rock album, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
And both of them were pretty good.
Yeah.
The first one I like the first one a little bit more, but the second one is not that far behind.
Nah, or maybe Pete just understood where he was at production wise and tried to be his own entity. And at that time, it was just something that unheard of.
Yo, hold up. Shorty Bliss just brought up something interesting in the chat I never heard about. He said Pete said that Tip stole that idea for Jazz, and then he only shouted him out on that. No dough or points.
So maybe he just didn't like the way business was being ran. He knew all his shit was fire because it was proven to be fucking fire, and he just was like, "Yo, I'm just gonna move in a different way." And so, as everybody did what they did, he just sat there, his own entity. I'll choose to work with who I choose to or who I want to, and he just was able to.
Hold on, Shorty Bliss. Are you saying so that's a straight up Pete Rock track as we know? But like that Tribe took it and was like, we're not paying you, and you're not getting or maybe the label.
The label they put it out on didn't pay them either. So
yeah, good point.
So we're
Beat,
speaking
and
about.
Tip asked him what records he. Oh no, he took the idea.
Oh,
So
the beat for the beat, I guess.
But I think it's
yeah.
another classic Juicy situation. It was like Puff heard it. He said, oh, "That's into me." Hey, loop up into me, like, and because Pete had the beat apparently. Like Big picked the beat. Well, not picked it, but like it was like I'll use that one because again, the story. He didn't really want to get into that pop shit. But like Puff heard it and was like, I want like, why fuck am I pay Pete Rock when I could just have one of my in-house guys remake the fucking thing, which at the time I think was Poke. Poke was fucking around with Hitman at the time and shit like that. So I think Shorty Blitz is saying the same thing. He's saying like Tip heard a fucking Pete Rock beat like with that beat, and so I'm gonna recreate it. And he recreated it without.
That's what I heard happened. I mean,
Pete.
I talked to him directly about it. He told me what happened.
He said, "Yeah, just like Juicy." Okay, so the remix was the OG version in this case.
Yeah,
Juicy.
So,
yeah.
so we are talking about stories that have been confirmed about this man's ideas or styles or things being taken, and then we wonder why there wasn't too many things they like. Yeah, he has the proof in the pudding. Like I ain't fucking with y'all niggas. Like yeah, I'll put out what I want to and when I
I'll
want
be
to.
cool with y'all, but on paper, nah, we working different.
Yeah, and if you follow him on the Instagram or if you follow Pete Rock at all throughout his musical career, you can kind of get that kind of influence from how he speaks and how he talks. You know,
He's about his bread. He's definitely
He's a wild dude, man.
Yo, I want to wrap things up real quick, and we can definitely continue a conversation about other great producers and rappers like Pete Rock, for example. But tonight we actually had a whole evening of Redman. Like I said, we were playing the debut 1992 studio release of his again debut project. What was it about? Whut the album, and this was a 4.5 rated mic. Excuse me, a 4.5 Source Magazine rated mic album, mic album, and it basically fell short of the classic 5 mic classic status, which kind of meant something at the time.
It's still a classic album.
But that I believe so. So we're gonna actually hold that thought. Check this out. So we played the singles, Blow Your Mind, Time for Some Action, Tonight's the Night. We played a bunch of dope songs that were not singles, but were album cuts, such as Rated R, Watching Nuggets, So Rough with the featuring DJ Scratch, and I didn't find too many songs that need to be skipped. You know what I'm saying? Definitely songs that I just felt didn't age that well. I'm not gonna go through that. Overall, the project aged fine for me, in my opinion. What's someone else's take on this whole situation?
Yo, come on, man. Listen, let me just say this real quick. Yo, whoever at the time said this is supposed to get a 4.5 is a bunch of goofballs, bro. It absolutely fucking stood the test of time.
Like 4.5 is bad. 4.5?
No, but it fit the criteria of a 5 mic
is
album.
not bad. Yeah, like why
I was going to say it's interesting real quick. I want to add to this so you can add to your answer real quick at the end of it. Triple C brings up a good point because 4.5 good or no?
No, 4.5. Yeah,
that's great.
I'm gonna go around the room. So like, the only reason I say that is because the question kind of comes up like, is this a classic album? Like,
yes.
So my question to you is, did it deserve 5?
Yes.
And this ain't just to throw it out there. Like again, we're talking about is 4.5 good, or are you like, yeah, not a 5? Because just to give you an example, I feel 4.5 is.
I think it's right on.
I think it's straight on.
I think it deserved the 5. I didn't think there was any skips. I could understand people not understanding his character on the skits and things like that. But when you talk about the music, and I could understand people saying like we say in the chat all the time, like, oh, that's a can't miss loop. You're automatically going to get. But in 92, how it was flipped at the point in time and that funk, which is still something like Stan was saying, a low end sound that people try to hit and they can't hit. This album to me was a definite 5, and it was to me one of those things like, yo, there's a bunch of goofballs.
Let me ask you a question, Ike.
Hit me.
Were you just saying that because Redman was in Long Island?
Nah, man, I'm saying it. I'm saying it. Period. And the funny fact, because I was such a young buck getting introduced to this hip hop world, I didn't even know that he was rocking out here to the island. Like I remember my uncle telling me he was going to school with EPMD, and I understood what EPMD did to the hood. I'm from Brentwood, but I didn't understand that, like, yo, this guy who made this phenomenal album was inspired by these guys over here and this, that, and it shit just started to, you know what I'm saying? So like for me, when I heard the album and then to see that, like, what do you mean a 4.5? What kind of fucking goofball shit is that, bro?
Don't do that. But
I mean,
what kind of goofball shit is that to get us a 5? That's what I thought. I'm not saying 4.5 is not a good number to get. I'm not saying because you get a 4.5, your shit is trash. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that when I heard this album, The Hill That I Stand On, I looked at and be like, yo, why the fuck you get this why you get this a 4.5? It should be a 5. There's no skips on it. Everything, there's creativity, there's lyrics, all that shit, man.
Yo,
I mean, I agree with you.
You just don't like the goofballs? We can leave out the goofballs.
I think the singles are 5 to me, but the whole album was 4.5 to me.
Check this out.
You had to be there.
Hold on, just to add the Triple C's point. Let's not forget, again, I need to reiterate, this was the hip-hop Bible at the time, okay? So if they said something was a 5, you were kind of going, well, I'm at least going to look at it the next time I'm in the store. I don't know if I'll buy it right away, but I'll take a look at it because it got the 5. But to top that off as well, 4.5 was like, whew, thank God. You know, it was basically the 5, because keep in mind, we went through the 5 mic list. Triple C, do you remember how many albums that technically was? It was over 10, but like, is it a total of 15?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
5 mic list in terms of the decade spans that the Source magazine lasted as a publishing piece of entity was only like 15 albums, and we've covered that. We have a bunch. You can check out a bunch of these episodes. But we're covering half mic ones. Say again?
What did you just say?
I said we talked about the full 5 mic rated list. Only you can check those episodes over here. That's a post edit thing. You wouldn't understand. You know what I'm saying?
Sound like you were having a stroke.
Don't worry about the internal editing purposes of EBR. I got this.
It sounded like you had a Max Headroom moment.
Not at all. Not at all. If you can't keep up, you can't keep up. You know what I'm saying? That's on you. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm to check on you, bro.
4.5 mic rating list, like I said, is where we're currently at the moment, and we're gonna basically be asking questions with certain albums, like this one, because I feel like this album comes up a lot of times when you think about Redman. This is one of the albums you think of off the bat. And he's got a pretty decently long catalog, like I said, and this is still one of the first ones people think about. So, you know,
I mean, his first 4 albums are, you know,
yeah.
4.5 in '92 was a big fucking deal.
But
I was saying,
it's solid, almost 5.
Shorty Blitz brought it up, and I agree.
Thank you. Thank you.
It didn't. Redman, this album didn't sound like anybody else, and I think that they were not ready for this album, which is why they, for some reason, I don't know why, held off that half of a mic. But this wouldn't sound like anything that was out at that.
Nothing. That's why I brought it up before.
Let me ask you a quick question. So, if this was Redman's second album,
first,
you said what?
You're saying if this was his second album?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the question?
No, I'm saying if it was the second album, do you think it would have got a 5?
It would have been a different time period because this is what 92.
But his second album got a great review
running
too.
shit in 92. West Coast, so it makes sense to hear such a funk album come out of the East Coast. At this point.
But I think with this album, anywhere between a 4.5 and a 5, I would say, a 5 would be good as well too, because it's a versatile album. He had comedy on it. It had stuff to make you think. You would skip back to say, okay, did he say that? Oh, he did. That was funny. And it was just, he switched up his flows on it. So I think it could have been a 5 album. A 5.
Was he also, you guys can probably confirm this, was he also the first one to drop a colored cassette?
No.
Because his cassette was red.
It was red.
And I had never seen it like that at the time.
I'm not sure.
I feel like there was a blue tape before that for somebody.
I saw a green one before. I saw a blue one before. And Raekwon had the purple one.
The purple.
Yeah, but that was 4 years later.
Master Ace had the yellow one.
But that was a year later.
But let me ask a question, because Shorty Blitz asked the question in there. And I want to specifically ask the Trip C. If it's not a 5 and you're fine with a 4.5, what's the difference? What gave it that, what took away that 0.5 for you, Trip?
Like I said, some of this, the music, I wouldn't be playing. I wouldn't even really go. It's not my go-to. Besides the singles, the singles is I went straight to the singles all the time. So the album, the other songs ain't hitting as much as the singles were.
So,
Yeah,
so are,
like
are you
like track 5. You guys love it. I didn't really love it. Track
so
5.
are you skipping it?
Which
No, I'm
one
not
was track
skipping
5
it,
What
again?
was whack about it? You didn't like the rap or the beat?
What was track 5 again?
So rough.
No, I didn't. As I say, I didn't
No,
love it,
right.
but I didn't really dislike it. But if I was on a bus, I would skip. I'm going to the next song. You know, I'm going to the next.
I like how his reference is like if I was on a bus, which you haven't been on in double digits by this
Listen.
point.
92, I was on a bus. 92 when
Yo,
I was
listen.
album. I was on
So
a bus.
if you want to train, would you play it? Like what?
The train is different. The train is
That's
a different
different
vibe
ride.
than
That's
a
different
bus.
ride. It's true.
Yeah.
It's so rough. Oh
Triple
man,
C, don't
that
let
beat
him
is
put you in the
banging,
corner,
yo.
Triple C. Don't let him
I'm
paint you in the
sticking to
corner.
my shit. I'm sticking.
He's gonna pull his gun out.
I'm sticking to my shit.
Yeah, nigga.
I wanna.
I still bought the album, so I must love it, right?
I wanna go ahead. Listen, I wanna go ahead. Like I said, ask the rest of the room because we're gonna wrap things up shortly. Like I said, I think we're
Oh
on.
yeah, I gotta eat.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up in a few. So like I said, I just want to go in agreement. I think we're all in agreement. Is what I'm trying to say. Is that this was basically a well aged album. You know, overall, I have a couple of tracks that I personally feel about, but that's what kind of gave me that last little half, right? That went down. But project wise, it goes down as a definitely listen today again, like I probably would have back in high school as well. So
One of the best rap debuts in history, man.
it's dope and is what I believe Shorty Blitz said as well. There was nothing like it at the time coming out of this coast because again, the funk was already running, pretty deep on the West, obviously, especially around that time with Dre and Death Row and all of that.
G Funk.
Yeah, G Funk, right? Exactly. When you have Redman coming out, and again, you know the association. You've heard him if you're paying attention on EPMD album before that, and then you had that single come out, right? Blow Your Mind, which I remember was fire. He was into like weird colors in the video, right? It was like a black and white and like real like negative film context. It was just bright and red and it was crazy. And then again, one of my favorite all-time songs ever in hip hop is on this project, Tonight's the Night. Again, featuring the great Hurricane G, rest in peace to her. And I love her part in that fucking record. It's cemented in history. Like her gangsta is forever cemented.
I mean,
like you're like, who's that? Like anybody would go to who the fuck is that? Like, I don't want to deal with her. Like, yeah, she's tough. She's tough.
And she was bad.
She was definitely a little bad. That was Eric Sermon's baby moms. You know what I'm saying?
So maybe and Roz too. Redman's sister.
Wait, say it again.
Redman's sister Roz. She's on a couple. Well, she's not on this album, but she's on There's a Dark Side.
Oh, okay. You're talking about his sister. Okay. This is dope, man. Like I said,
But I always they sound alike. I always confuse them, Roz and Hurricane G.
Hurricane G, I don't know how. Hurricane G is like very specific, dude.
She sound like, you know what I mean? Like you better get your bodega order right, nigga, or you going back to the store.
You know what? I don't ever want to hear from her if I, like you said, had to do a bodega run. I don't want to hear, but where's my change? I just feel like she'll really want her change, and I'm not like even trying to deal with that.
Yeah.
Listen, again, we all agree that the 4.5 mic dissection. Some people feel unfairly about it. Some people feel completely fairly about it. Again, at the end of the day, it got 4.5. I don't know. We asked at the beginning of the show if this was actually ended up. If we're asking if it ended up on the list, which was the Source Magazine's sort of my bad list.
Misses.
Oh well, did not. So again, so they standing by their vote. Some of us feel the same. A lot of us don't. So again, it holds a strong sense of dopeness and a 5 mic status to a lot of people in the room, and I guess a lot of people in the chat as well, because I saw a lot of feedback saying the same thing. But that's the whole point of the 5 mic dissection. Well, in this case, the 4.5 mic dissection. this record definitely goes down as a classic either way because it's talked about too often. A lot of songs on this again are played too often. I recently saw, I think Redman performing Tonight's the Night at a packed room somewhere, and they went bananas when that shit came on. So
Dude, they use Time for Some Action for so many sporting events. You don't watch sports, so
yeah, I was gonna say if that's true, that's
But it
dope.
fits.
That's awesome.
Just the title
they,
alone, it fits.
they could use
Title
it for the
fits.
Knicks because they right at the
Yeah.
part where it says straight out of Jersey. They could use that for Bodega Cat.
Yo, shout out to
Yeah.
I guess Cypress Hill Be Real. I mean, that's literally his voice that they said.
Yep.
And I found that so weird at the time too. And it's no big deal now, right? But like Cypress Hill was still very current.
It came out the same year.
That's what I was saying, like super current. Like there was like this came out like a few months ago, maybe like a year ago, and then his voice is on his, and I was like, that's so
Yep.
crazy. Like, who does that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Even today, motherfuckers ain't doing that. I'm like, that's crazy.
Hov did it, but
It's hot, man.
Who else did it, Rev?
nah, I'm saying, well, sampling the song that came out the same year, Hov did it for Rock Boys.
Okay, there you go. I mean, but it took a while. You know what I'm saying?
Manahan Street Band. It
It
took
took a
a
while.
while.
Like I always thought that was crazy. I was like, yo, that shit just came out because I think Cypress came out like '91.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
that was a year later, but he probably recorded this album in '91.
That's what I'm saying. And it's like, but who's going like? That's like it's like someone at the time sampling like I don't know whatever's hot at the moment and going like I'm gonna use that
now.
Made it a hot
like
line,
now.
made it a hot
But I'm gonna put it
song.
on there. That's insane. Yo, shout out to everybody that joined us again in the chat. We see y'all. Like I said, Shorty Blitz, the Diva Speaks. Shit, a bunch of people that because my eyesight can't read, but Mrs.
Third
September.
Eye Assassin, Mrs. September.
Third Eye Assassin. Listen, shout out to all you people that were like I said, quiet.
Word, shout out to everybody, man.
Yeah, come back.
Yeah.
Come back. Like I said, subscribe.
Back out.
Rhymes is the name of the channel. Tonight's show specifically was the 4.5 mic dissection of Redman's What the Album. And we do that at the end of every month. We dissect the source magazines. In this particular case, because we wrapped up the 5 mic list, we'll be going through their 4.5 mic list. And again, having a discussion, did it deserve 5? Was it well received? Did it deserve the 4.5? Or maybe did it not even deserve that? You know what I'm saying? Because we definitely found and had that discussion on a lot of the 5 mic list for a few projects. Like, why are we talking about this project right now? So, you know, you never know how it might end up. But again, we definitely appreciate you guys. About Eats Beats and Rhymes on YouTube as well. You can watch these episodes with a bit more, you know, like a little more seasoning. They got we got some nice visuals going on for y'all, you know what I'm saying? Check us out, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I promise you it'll be worth it. Like I said, we're dropping content on a weekly basis. Shout out to all the different countries that tune in. Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. Eats, Beats, and Rhymes, god damn it.
And shout out to Redman for still doing it. Still working.
Redman still dropping.
Going strong.
And we did a whole episode of that. You can check that out right here, Max, if you don't mind. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we stay dropping again our opinion on a lot of shit. But again, it's because we respect the guys that we grew up listening to, and we have episodes like that where we do the tasting menu, for example, and we listen to artists that we grew up listening to that are still dropping music today, and we think that's dope, and you know maybe not given enough attention. We did Smith and Wesson's Infinity, we did Busta Rhymes the Dragon EP, we did. Anybody else remember? We've done a few. The Real Psycho,
the CL Smooth and Peter
Odd Couple, which was surprisingly good. Definitely went into that with a real kind of let's clown this kind of project kind of mentality, and I was pleasantly surprised. Shout out to the Rev, he brought fucking terminology on online that day with us. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Never know who's gonna show up. You know what I'm saying? In the chat.
We had Illa G. We had Illa G.
Yeah, shout out to all the guests who came on the show, man.
We've had a few.
We got a few more going. We got to do a show about who's the best rapper that used their real name, like Reggie Noble.
But he don't go by Reggie Noble. You got to talk about like the
no, but he uses his name, his real name, in his rap on the
who
first.
still use it? Okay, I see what you mean.
You know what I mean? Like he wasn't. If you saw him and you called him Reggie, he couldn't be mad because I'm like, nigga, you said this was your name on the album.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a fan, but if
we can come up with a cool list for that for sure.
Charles Hamilton.
Oh God.
Oh.
God.
But wait,
Oh.
listen. I don't let encourage Scan. Let's not defeat him. Yes,
Steve
Scan,
Murray.
that's a good example,
All
Scan.
right.
That's a good Scan. That's exactly what we're talking about.
Wrap it up.
Encourage him. Don't put him down. Encourage him. No, that's exactly what we mean. Exactly.
Yo, Triple C put his gun down.
Wrap
Said,
it up.
wrap it
Wrap
up.
it up.
Tim Cock pulled a hammer. He said, let's go.
Oh man.
We still got a couple of hours left in the holiday. Come on.
We're gonna go ahead and wrap things up for editing purposes. Thank you for checking us out. Monday nights, Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. You never know what you're gonna get. You might get a whole episode of Who Do You Got? Either way, we are here to represent for y'all. Check us out, like, subscribe, and comment. See you guys next Monday. Everybody have a great night. Peace.
Peace.